Week 9 on my road to Worlds. I realized this week that I almost timed it perfectly, that state titles will be week 10. I'm a bit sad about that I didn't realize it earlier, but that's just how the life rolls. Guess you have to stick to week 9. This is another interesting start to this week. On Monday, my last kind of well, not really my last hard session. It was just every session I was going to be easier and easier, but Monday, I pinched something in my shoulder and I was a bit worried about that. But working with my coach and physio, I was able to loosen it up and I didn't end up feeling it at all during the comp. Um, the competition itself was probably one of the hardest competitions that I have competed in to this day. I was able to get one single zone out of 5 climbs, which put me in 16th, tied with a few other people, which is a bit unfortunate. One more zone would have put me in 12th, I think it was. And there was one climb, the second climb, that I stuffed up the top of the climb, which if I had topped that, like pretty much 2 more moves, I would have been in 7th, which just shows that everyone was really tight. But it's unfortunate, and I'm currently waiting to see if I can still make it onto the state team, and that will be updated later in this series. Let's go through the competition boulders and how I climbed them. So boulder number 1, it's very interesting. I actually started this uh, on the wrong starting hold, so the judge had to call me off. So that was a very good way to get um, nerves out, just a bit of a laugh. So my left hand, I just started on the wrong one on the start, but didn't do it again, luckily. Now, at the end of it, I realized that hold that I'm going to isn't good, and the right way to do it is get a toe hook like I am getting with my left foot there. However, go over with my left hand to the one just over the lip, which I only really figured out my last go. But by then it was too late and I was too tired. And yeah, I just keep trying the same thing over and over again. And I was getting really pumped, and I wasn't able to really get anywhere. Everything inside of me was telling me to go left hand up, but for some reason I just wouldn't listen until pretty much the last go, when I was just too pumped to actually hold on to the hold, meaning I wasn't able to get the zone, which obviously is not ideal. So you can see here on my last go, I'm actually about to do it correctly, but just being too tired to actually hold on. And my legs just pop off. This boulder here was the highlight of my session, so this is my flash go on boulder 2. I was pretty lucky to stick that move there. This walk up here was actually, I don't know if that was the intended way, but I was just smearing on the wall, going to that pretty blocked, pretty bad crimp, and this foot up, I was able to stick the foot up first go, which I'm pretty happy about. A lot of people here skip straight to the top, which I didn't see. And this move here, instead of thinking about going to the second last hold, I just thought about going to the top hold, which just completely threw me off. And unfortunately, I just was not able to get back up there. I don't know how I did it that well on my flash go, but walking up the wall is not quite as easy as it felt on the flash go. I was able to get up there on my last go, so this is not it. I just slipped again, and on my last go, I was able to get up to the zone hold again, but instead of trusting that pinch hold on the right hand, I thought I'm going to go down for a press, so I changed up my beta for some reason, as you see there, and I don't know what I was doing. I was just stressed out, I guess. This slab boulder, I made good progression on this one as time went on. The only issue I really had with this was, slipping off the start there, but the issue I had was on my left toe, like kind of the second toe from the big toe. My nail was just kind of digging into my foot. So on that foothold that I'm on there with my left foot, every time I put weight on it, the way that I have to step through, I'd be right on that nail, and the nail would just be digging into my skin, and it was really painful. You'll see later. I'm just grimacing a bit from the pain. Um, did it mean Was it the reason why I didn't have much success in this climb? Partially, but not entirely. It was a very hard boulder. It was very awkward. It was very unstable. Um, I was able to figure it out once, and I nearly hit the zone. The issue on that attempt was I didn't actually commit to the zone move, which is the theme of today. So here I'm just trying to readjust my foot so I can get the foot off of that single toe that's digging the nail into my skin. Um, but I think I just stayed on there too long, and there I'm just in quite a bit of pain. This go here was my best go on this climb. Um, I was able to put the toe on well from the start. And when I hit this double Gaston move, I nearly dropped it there, but I was pretty happy to save that. When I hit this double Gaston, I was just pulling really hard, able to stick that move. And then when I was here, that right foot that I'm on is not that great. And when I went to press off, I didn't press enough with the left, so didn't get over the right foot enough, which is a bit unfortunate. But that's slab climbing for you. And then again here, I just wasn't able to stick that drop down again. This boulder was, well, can't really say boulder. This move was my least favorite move in the entire comp, because the top of this boulder looked like really fun to do. However, I just was not able to stick the first move. Talking to my coach afterwards, I should have dropped that right foot and just smeared against the wall. Um, yeah, look, that's competitions. Unfortunately, I didn't. I felt like doing it, same as on the white boulder where I felt like doing a move a certain way and I just didn't. Um, Same with this one. My coach gave me a bit of word on this one because I didn't see, once you do the little lache, I didn't see the palm into the volume. I didn't even read it. I didn't see the chalk on there. I just completely missed it. And that probably would have unlocked the move for me. I got really close on a couple of attempts, but it was just all my weight was falling away from where I needed to go. Like on that last attempt there, I was just falling away and couldn't stop myself. Whereas if I'd gone to the volume instead of the wall, I would have been able to stop it. The lache, I am pretty happy with how I did the lache. So here I'm just underclinging on the wall, but it's not actually doing anything for me. I'm still just stuck in that position. I wasn't able to actually move. Um, yeah, but again, yeah, the lache, I'm happy with how I did that move. I learned it pretty well. It's just the landing. Again, just my ankles being my ankles, not letting me settle on a volume when I swing down into it, just bouncing up every time. Um, Not much I can really say. I am happy with how I climbed. Um, I'm not that fussed with the mistakes I made. The mistakes I made weren't massive mistakes. There were little ones here and there. The little mistakes here and there did mean that I wasn't able to do as well as I could have and should have. But that's competitions. The fact that I was very close to making, I was very close on a lot of boulders that would have allowed me to make finals. Um, but that's competitions. If you don't do the little things well, you're not going to do the competition well. I was a bit rushed there and I ran out of time, and that's the boulders that I had. I guess the next update will either be I'll be doing a training cycle up until nationals, or I'll be doing just a full year of training cycle if I don't make the state team. So I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll see where we're at in a couple of weeks. Stick around for the journey.